Hello, Warframing this Jane's videos, and this is Nightmare House 2020 The Experiments Haunt Build Day 16. Today is October 29th, so it is the day before Halloween. So Halloween's coming. I'm so excited. So there's going to be a lot of work done today. I'm excited. Let's get to work right away. Let's do it. Okay, so first off, I got a lot of electrical done. Let me show you kind of where it's all stemming from. Well, first we got this aisle, this hallway that had that. It kind of goes back here, and then it branches off into here, which then branches off into that, which the speaker and stuff is going to plug into. And then a cord goes here, and it comes out there. The Loomis Gym gets hooked up to this one. But that one, it hooks up the plasma ball, the x-ray machine, which I just got at Oddities today. And Miss Mercy's going to be hooked up to this one. So the plasma ball's already on. You just can't see it during the day, but it's on. And then what I did with these, I'll show you that in a minute after I get through electrical. We got, all this was already hooked up. So the main electrical powerhouse, of course, I've got most of that done. This one, I already said how that one hooks up to there, but this one hooks up to this long one that goes over this way, and then we've got a little strip right here that's going to connect the light for over here, the fog machine, and the sound effects. So that's for the crash site. Then that one also branches off. It gets toe tag corpse and area 31 capsule right there. Then it branches off in this direction, and this is for the greenhouse lab. So this is going to control the lighting in this area. There it is. Now we do have an issue. This wall came down a bit, but that can easily be fixed. But the main issue is that the whole greenhouse roof came off, so we might not even put that back up until tomorrow because we don't know how strong the winds are going to be when the cool front comes through. So might as well just keep that there for now and not put it back up till tomorrow. But what I want to show you is I put some yellow food coloring inside here, so it looks a lot more like formaldehyde, preserving that. It looks a lot better, I think, a lot creepier. And I did these are supposed to be Miss Mercy, or in my haunt lore, so I'm going to call her Miss Carasmona or Maria from now on. It's supposed to be Maria's eyes. So obviously this is the little Maria section, since this is where she's going to be. We've got, obviously, the dentist poster, and then we've got the nitrous oxide canister, and then her eyes. These are pretty cool. This one actually came off of a severed head that has pretty much fallen completely apart, so there was an eye left of it, so I put that in there. That's creepy. And then just a cheesy looking eye, but I think they look cool with the yellow. I think it definitely adds more to the scene. So I'm gonna go get the x-ray machine now, and we're gonna see how much it reacts, how well it reacts to the plasma ball. Hoping it will start to flicker quite a bit. The plasma ball is not messing with it much because it's a newer one, but that's fine. It's actually the older one that he has that it messes with a lot, but that's fine because it's still really cool to have an x-ray machine here. Now let me actually flip this around because I had it upside down. But this is, he gave me a few different x-rays to use. I got a spine because, I mean, I think it's the coolest looking one, and it fits Maria best, with her spine being removed. So I think that works. It's cool. Really like having this for the haunt. The storm's coming. The storm I've been talking about for days that's going to bring the amazing cool front. So it's both a good and a bad thing. Bad because there's a storm. Good because it means cool front on Halloween. Why are you following me? And it means as soon as this cool front finally comes through and all the rain's gone, I'm set to set out all the outdoor props, which is good. These were just done. My mom just did these. These are for the front of these are for the facade. So they don't look as good as the carved ones, but they still look fine for the front of the facade. Oh, I gotta show something else I did before the rain comes. Gotta go over here. Cutting across. Let's get over here, show you what I did. The Nightcrawler diagram is up here. I put it on the table because I need room for other ones hanging there. I'm sure I can still do work out here when the storm's going on. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the Nightcrawler diagram is on this table, and I like it. It definitely, it's good that it takes up a lot of table space because the space was empty before, so I'm glad that's there. So this table's basically done, which is cool. Okay, so the cold front is pushing through outside, so in the meantime, let's work in here, shall we? Hopefully get a lot of it done. First off, look at this. The cages have been made for, I decided to put Spasm in here. I think he looks good in here. Spasm, he's got his cage, and then Maniac has his cage. The cat doesn't have a cage yet because we don't have enough chicken wire to do a cage for him yet, so we need to go get some more. But he will, because he's where Spasm used to be, so he's going to go in the middle now, and these bolts and stuff just aren't going to be right there. I'm going to move them around or something, I don't know. But Cat's going to go up here. Still got our rat right here, our little rat friend. But there we go. I really like these cages. These are courtesy of my father. He did these. I told him, well, I kind of helped with them, but, you know, these look really cool. I really love how Spasm looks in the cage. Same with Maniac. Now I think it's about time to hang these diagrams. So I'm gonna hang, I don't know where I'm gonna, Rusty I know I'm gonna hang somewhere up here. Maybe over there, maybe over here. I'm not sure where yet. And then I will hang Sewer Varmint, I don't know where. I was actually thinking of just having Sewer Varmints kind of like under him, because he's right there. Kind of like have it on the table here, but that might look kind of dumb. It's way too big for that. I might put it right there, actually. Yeah, that might look good. Right there. Yeah, I might do it there, or I might do it up at the top there, though I think right here might look better because it's right next to Varmint. So I think I'll do it right there. I don't know what I'm going to hang with it, because I would do tape, but I don't know if tape will stick to this wall, but I mean, I guess it's worth a shot, so let me try that. Okay, so 2 more diagrams are completed, which leaves only 3. We have the monster, which is one me and my mom were both laughing about how this one came out, because it's not the best, but it'll do. We have the monster. And then we have Razortail. The most important one, of course. So you've got the living Razortail, and then you've got dead Razortail, which these were both, well, not living, reanimated Razortail and then dead Razortail. These were both inspired off of art drawn by Avery of Razortail. One is very recent, so gotta give credit where credit is needed. Yeah, these were both drawn. The inspiration for these was Avery. Of course, it was ripped, crinkled, and aged just like all the others. So, got this pile here. I'm going to hang all these tomorrow. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to show you guys this. This is a skull we got at Walmart yesterday. I didn't even expect to find this. I used to have one of these, but mine broke. So I was hoping to get the one at Michael's this year, but then it was gone before I could get it. So I was really surprised to find this one at Walmart, because I didn't even know they sold it at Walmart. So we got it because it just works so perfectly for the lab. And also I found a dead lizard outside, so I decided to add him to this. Any dead thing I find outside will do. Unfortunately, that ends Haunt Build videos for today, and not much was done. Even though it's Halloween Eve, the day before Halloween. Not much was done. But the reason why is because that cool front. It's just annoying. It came a lot earlier than they expected. Originally, they expected it to come overnight, late at night. So I was like, oh, we could work all day, and then the cool front's going to come late at night. Nope, it comes in the late afternoon and lasts through the whole night. What I mean by cool front, I mean the rain that's bringing the cool front. That was annoying, because it kind of just put all work to a halt, and that kind of sucks. However, there wasn't really much more I could do today anyways, because really the main thing that still needs to be done, of course the facade needs to be put up, of course the signs need to be hung, stuff like that, The greenhouse roof needs to be fixed, but all that had to wait until after the cool front passed through. So really, the only stuff that could be done the only stuff that has to be done still is stuff that couldn't be done until after the rain, because it's going to get ruined. Now that we've had the rain tonight and we have no more rain through Halloween, tomorrow is the day that all of the animatronics go in the outside portions. The entire haunt will be completed tomorrow, besides maybe a couple of little things, like maybe a couple signs won't be put up yet, maybe the facade won't be entirely put up until Halloween Day, just little not big deal stuff that doesn't need to be done until day of. But for the most part, the haunt will be completed tomorrow, just like last year. I planned to have it done before the 30th this year, like I said, because of Mac and Asher, but I told them it might be best for them to just come on November 1st, because obviously the haunt will be 100% complete by then, because we'll already have had the haunt. And I just usually leave it up for the day after as well to film the daytime walkthrough. So I said to them, you might as well come November 1st. So that's when they're going to come. So I didn't need to have it done by the 30th. It just would have been nice if I could, but it's not a big deal. It just kind of makes it even more exciting to work on it the day before. So that's exciting, but it definitely will be done for the most part tomorrow. So tomorrow is a busy, busy day, but I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that you guys are too. But yep, it's a busy day tomorrow for the haunt. Very busy. I'm going to start off the day when I start building tomorrow, probably around 11 or 12, because I do have to do online school, and I got to get senior pictures taken tomorrow, and just stuff that has to be done in the morning. But around 11 or 12 is when I'll start building tomorrow. What I'm going to do before anything else is bring out all those animatronics and put them in their spots, just so I'm secure with that, so they're done. Next thing I'm going to do is actually the first thing I'll do is probably hang up these diagrams since they're already here, and then I'll do the animatronics. And then what I'm going to do is probably plug in all those animatronics, get everything plugged in, everything running. And then what I'll do is put the speakers in their spots, make sure that those are fully functional and that they will be good to go. And then I am going to get the fog machines hooked up. So it still seems like there's a lot to do, because I mean, there kind of is in a way because of all the animatronics that still need to be put in their spots, but putting animatronics in their spots does not take long, because you got to remember the majority of the haunt is indoors this year, so the majority of the animatronics are already in their spots. There's only about 10 that aren't, so it's not too bad. It is a lot of work. It's going to take all day tomorrow, but it definitely doesn't seem like the haunt is as close to being finished as the haunt did at this point last year. At this point last year is like, okay, this is almost done. And you could tell, other than the animatronics not being in their places, of course. This year doesn't feel like it as much, but the reason why is because obviously last year's haunt took up a big space in the backyard because it was a farm theme, so it was a big open space. So it had way more walls needed to be put up. It had the big structures that were already built, all of that, whereas this year it's missing those big structures, it's missing the extra walls, and so it feels like it's not anywhere near done. But you got to remember, of course, this year the majority of the haunt is indoors since it's a laboratory, so it doesn't need those big structures, it doesn't need those extra walls. And so really, the thing with this year's haunt was mostly detailing instead of building giant things. It's mostly detail this year. And if you can't tell, this says a lot about the progress of the haunt. So basically all I need to do still in this scene are hang these diagrams. These diagrams are all going here, and then the Plague Doctor one, which is going to be done tomorrow. And then my mom's probably going to cut this gear. We don't even know if we'll make another one. We honestly don't need another one, but if she has time to do it, then she probably will. And then, of course, audio and fog, but this scene's basically almost done. I mean, it's not going to look much different from what it does now, other than the diagrams hanging on the walls, because that one final gear might not even happen, and it's not even a big noticeable difference. Who knows? Who cares? Or that's what I meant. But yeah, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Also, cage for the cat, but whatever. Just another little extra thing. This is basically what it's going to look like for the most part when it's on Halloween. So, the thing I'm dreading the most, and it's kind of weird that I'm dreading this the most because it doesn't take long at all, honestly, but it's the speakers and the fog. And the reason why I'm dreading that the most is because it's just kind of scary. I think I'm dreading it because typically I wouldn't get the speakers and the fog put in until Halloween day. Actually, it's typically right before we open I get the speakers and fog hooked up. So I've just kind of got that engraved in my memory of how stressful the speakers and fog are, because I'm always running back and forth trying to get all the speakers to play at the right time, making sure they're all gonna sync up, stuff like that. It's one of the scariest moments of the haunt, is the final half hour before we open. That final half hour is so horrifying because I have to get my costume on, then I gotta run around, flip everything on, which isn't hard for the animatronics, but when there's smaller things that need to be flipped, the switches, it's hard, but I don't really have too many small things that take batteries this year. I only have like 1 or 2, so that's a good thing. But those speakers are always so dang stressful, because it's just like, are these gonna work? How long is it gonna take me to get these hooked up? But, so I've got that engraved in my memory, but this year, I'm doing the speakers tomorrow, the day before Halloween, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm just hoping that they're all gonna work, so I'm still a little bit stressed about it, because I'm just hoping that they're all gonna work and that my audio will all be crystal clear and that it will work well. I'm also a little bit nervous about fog because of the simple fact that I don't really know where all of our fog machine remotes are. I know we'll find them, but I'm not entirely sure where they all are right now, so I'm just hoping that we'll be able to find them. I know we will, but yeah, it's scary. As well as I need to mix the fog sense still and get that all situated. But that's all going to be done tomorrow. Typically, I wouldn't do the fog and speakers until Halloween day, but I think I'm going to have quite a bit of extra time tomorrow, so it'll all be done tomorrow. And no more rain, so we are set. Everything can go out as soon as I want, as soon as I get to work tomorrow. So I hope you all enjoyed day 16 of Nightmare House 2020, the experiments. I really think that I've surpassed last year's haunt build numbers, day numbers. I think I have. I think last year was last year was definitely my record for most haunt build days. I think I've surpassed it. If not, I'm at the exact same number and I'm going to surpass it, or maybe it's going to be equal. It's one of my years with the most haunt build days, but obviously as this haunt gets better and better each year, more time gets more invested into it each year, and build days take more time. So I hope you all enjoyed day 16. Stay tuned tomorrow, which is going to be Halloween when you guys see it, because you won't see the build video until Halloween day. But it's going to be October 30th when I make it, but you won't see it until Halloween day, because I'll upload it a day later. Well, not a day later, but the next day. But stay tuned tomorrow for that build video, the final build video of Nightmare House 2020 The Experiments, which is exciting to say because it means Halloween is just about here. Though it doesn't really feel like it, because the virus threw everything out of proportion, and it's like kind of hard to believe that Halloween's almost here. It's almost here. It's the day after tomorrow, and for you guys, when you're seeing this, it's tomorrow. So, bam, almost Halloween. We got this, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed. Keep howling at the moon, my werewolf. Wee, 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 wee.
See you next time, friend.